Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bravado from Overdrive Gaming, and today we are diving into Borderlands 4. This is the next big looter shooter from them, which if anybody has stuck around with the series for a long time now, you'll know that Borderlands 3 didn't hit. It wasn't as good as Borderlands 2, and we're kind of looking for Borderlands 4 to kind of be that oof that they need to kind of get back into the mainstream. Which with this game, it seems like they're kind of going for Destiny's next, so I feel like they're hungry. So hopefully they are not going to do the same type of stuff that they did with Borderlands 3. More or less have more of Borderlands 2 in it. But for us to figure that out, I think we need to get into the pros and cons for Borderlands 4. So with that being said, let's hop into this. Let's switch up the gears here now and talk a little bit more about the story, characters, and tone with this one, because it's completely shifted tone from the previous entry, which was Borderlands 3, which kind of had slapstick humor in it, and they're kind of getting away from it in this one. But let's talk about storytelling. This one's a more grounded experience. You know, it's definitely less humor and more seriousness with it, which I think is definitely needed, especially like if you think about Borderlands 2, you think about Handsome Jack, how he was just coming around and destroying everybody. This kind of takes it to a whole new level of making you feel invested in the characters and what's going on in the environment. For people who don't really know about the Borderlands series, and people who do know about the Borderlands series, Claptrap is returning. So you have kind of his humor, but you also have, I guess the best way I could put it is, well, got Claptrap. So with that being said, just keep that in mind that he is in this game. The antagonist this time around, we have the Timekeeper. He seems like he's going to be way more serious and more of a up-in-your-face type of guy like Handsome Jack than the Calypso twins. He's a formidable foe, replacing the more comedic villain with the more serious villain. So where the Calypso twins were like we're the gamers and we're streamers type of villain, this is more of I'm here to destroy stuff. I'm going to completely ruin what you guys know about the Borderlands stuff. The tone with this one, like I said, is more of a serious one. They're still going to mix in the humorness with the seriousness, aiming for kind of more of a mature audience to this time around. More like Borderlands 2, less like Borderlands 3 is the best way I can put it. It definitely makes you feel like this is a grounded game. Like, this is completely different. But I feel like time will tell with that one. I mean, we still got, like, what, 13 days until the game comes out? So we'll see when the game launches here in a couple of days. So now that we've talked about a little bit about the story and stuff like that, I like to take on more of the pros and cons for you guys, just so you guys know what you guys are getting into for the good things and also kind of the drawbacks depending on how you see it. So we have enhanced mobility, which is, I think, a plus because it's giving us way more ways to traverse the map with the grapple hook, the double jump, everything like that. And you can swim now, which I think is absolutely wild in a Borderlands game, but I digress. You have diverse environments, like the regions in Kairos, like I was telling you guys before. It's just completely a different pace than we've ever seen in Borderlands, being able to just have this huge open map to explore and dominate enemies. They said that there's going to be new bosses just kind of roaming around. There's going to be variant enemies just running around. There's going to be groups of enemies. There's going to be, it kind of seems like they're going for more of the Far Cry look, and I kind of can appreciate that. You have deeper customization for both your skill trees and your Vault Hunters, letting you ground yourself with your character. It doesn't seem like you're gonna be able to, like, you'll obviously be able to look on the internet and be like, oh well, look at this, I have the new Borderlands stuff, but they're kind of trying to make it so one build isn't the overall best build. Like, you can build a character out and be completely different shredding a boss than somebody else. Like, it is one of the best times to sit here and be a build crafter for Borderlands 4. Vehicles this time around, like I said before, but kind of going a little bit more now, is you have the ability to now summon your vehicle at will, whereas before in Borderlands we had to go to Catch a Ride Station. Now they changed the name to Digi-Ride systems, so it's giving you that balance of Destiny Borderlands, because Borderlands has never really stepped into the letting you summon your vehicle from your pocket, whereas Destiny was like, hey, just summon your vehicle whenever you want it. So now that Borderlands is doing that, I really feel like they're kind of coming for Destiny's head, and I like that a lot. Some of the cons that I could probably say is that there's definitely going to be a more learning curve when it comes to this game, when it comes to build crafting and stuff like that, because it's not the same type of build crafting. Because what they said was at level 30 is when you usually beat the game, and then the whole rest of the game kind of opens up and there's like new tutorials and everything like that, new skill trees, new everything for you to kind of really build out your character. So keep that in mind when you're building out your character, that your build is going to probably completely change by the time that you hit endgame. People that are not new to gaming and knowing how gaming is nowadays, there's probably going to be some performance issues, probably going to be some frame drops, probably going to be some underdeveloped areas in the game, stuff like that. So just keep that in mind, that there probably will be bugs, glitches, stuff like that at the game's launch, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as everything seems. The story pacing this time around is going to be more narrative segmented, like that type of stuff. So like if you don't like to just kind of follow the story until it's over, you might not like this game, because the real meat and potatoes of the game isn't until after you beat the game. AI, I feel like the enemy AI in this game, I feel like we all know this in Borderlands games at this point, isn't always the most polished when it comes to day one releases. So I'm sure that there's going to be, I don't know, enemies that kind of just walk into walls and stuff like that. But just keep that in mind. These are just a couple things that I could probably grab and say, like, these are things to worry about. But otherwise, Borderlands 4 kind of looks like it's the best going for the Borderlands series since 2. All right, and with that being said, guys, that was a lot of talking, man. I gotta tell you, nothing really gets me going like W energy. Just refreshing and it tastes great. And if you guys want some, go ahead and use my discount code overdrivegaming_1 at the end of your checkout if you guys want some. I love this stuff, but you guys have been phenomenal every step of the way with all these videos, and I just continuously love you guys. And if you guys don't mind going over to gearbox.com and pre-ordering Borderlands 4 on whatever you guys play on, that'd be great. But I hope you guys enjoyed this before you buy. I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.